Hey, welcome back to the channel, Push Rodders. So this video, we're going to be making up a little radio delete plate for our r34 Skyline Casper. Let me flip this camera around. So as you can see, we've got a bit of a hole sitting there. Now the original radio, that left the chat long ago, and the Chinesian one that replaced it, well, that one wasn't much better either. So we're left with a bit of a hole. Let's break out the CAD design, cardboard aided design, and we'll go from there. Okay, we've got our basic measurement for just this section here. Now we need to measure how far into these bolt holes. Which you can see there's 4 of them. We're just going to use the 2 front ones, I reckon. And it's the same on the other side as well. We'll just measure to the center of that hole to the edge here, and we'll know where to fold. So as you can see, it's a pretty simple little fabrication project. Let's get marking out on our cardboard. Now that I've marked out everything, I've also got just an extra millimetre or so on either side to take up for the bend when we fold it. Let's get this cut out. Actually, you know what I forgot? Here's a good little hack for you. An old chopping board. Saves you blunting your knife blades and all that sort of stuff if you're going to do plenty of this sort of thing. So our template reasonably fits. Looks like we've just got to take a little bit off the bottom and a little bit off the top because wasn't as accurate as what I should be now in my measurement. But anyway, that's why we're using cardboard instead of steel or aluminium, whatever. If we make a little mistake like that, we can get around it quite simply, and it's cost us nothing, just a little bit more time. So let's trim it up and we'll try it again. Let's go try this again. Okay, let's see if this fits. Well, I think what I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to pull this plastic panel out, square up all the corners, and I think we might redo this again. This time we'll put about 1 millimetre up the top there, extra, and fold it, and then mark it out on our aluminium, and then fold it all up and fit it.
I can't think. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Yeah. I can't.
Right, yeah, so we've got our holes drilled. We've found our little, where do I put them? Our little countersunk screws and with some nylock nuts. Now, the brush finish. So all we're using is just some red Scotch-Brite. Bit of penetrating oil, you know, WD-40, RP7, whatever you got. Now the trick is with this is when you're doing the brush finish, try and do your strokes all one way. So if you're going that way, keep all the what looks to be brush strokes all that way. If you're doing it the other way, don't just sort of go every direction, just one direction. Alright, push rodders, well, that's the little pate done.
Let's get all this back together.
The reason
again,
why
I
we did the
guess.
brush finish on it was to sort of cut down a little bit of the glare and that sort of stuff. Still not entirely happy with the plastic, but to fix that, got to replace it, so that'll be for another day. Hopefully that's given you a little bit of inspiration to go out into the workshop, shed, whatever it may be, and do a few of these little projects. Build your skill set up, all the rest of it. And yeah, unfortunately, it didn't really take any specialised tools as such. Edges that aren't quite straight, but